Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. Now, at the time of doing this reading, we are just at the beginning of the year of the Fire Horse. And so today we are asking in this year of the Fire Horse about your first major breakthrough. Now, beautiful souls, we'll check out and see what comes through for you, and we'll find out as much information as possible if there's anything you can do to enhance the breakthrough or whether it's happening right now. We will search and seek and ask for as much advice and guidance and direction as is possible. Beautiful souls, first of all, welcome back. Welcome back if you are returning to the channel. Welcome if you're new. It is such an honor to be reading for you today. Now we have 3 beautiful cards to choose from to see which pile you might want to check in on. If you're drawn to more than one, that's totally fine. Sometimes there's more than one message that comes through. I'm going to draw a token for each as well. So let me show you. In fact, let me show you the cards first, and then I'll draw the tokens, and then we will also do an ask the universe to find out which pile is being, or piles are being suggested today. So for pile 1, we have card number 22, tell a new story. Okay, so we're asking about your first major breakthrough in the year of the Fire Horse. You have the tokens here of 88, and that's like a 10-pin bowling, like a bowling ball. And you also have 124. Okay, I'm just going to put my glasses on. I'm trying to see what this is. Bear with me. Okay. Oh, it's two little people, look. Isn't that adorable? Okay. 2 little angel cherubs together in one another's arms. Okay, well, we'll find out more about that in the reading. So that's pile 1. Pile 2, you have card number 18, seek the angel perspective. This is your card. And your tokens. There is more than one. Yeah, there is 2 again. You have a shooting star and also a telephone. So 49 and 127, just in case those numbers are important to you. And for pile 3, you have moonbathe in hope. This is card number 2. And your charms, 2 again. You have the cactus. This is number 57. And you also have like a little fountain. And this is 123. Very interesting. Okay, so those are your charms. Those are your charms, your tokens rather, and your cards. Now, I'm going to leave the camera running for just a few moments longer for anyone that wants to just really sit with their intuition. And then I'll put it in the timestamps. I'll do an Ask the Universe. So if you're not sure which pile or piles to check in with, you can come through to that as well. And beautiful souls, thank you for being here, and I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Welcome everyone. This is the Let the Universe Decide for You pick a pile element of today's video. So I'm on my website and I'm going to let the universe find the right pile for you. So I will click reveal my pile. Piles 2 and 3 are coming through today. Beautiful souls, thank you so much. I will see you in the readings in just a moment. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have card number 22, Tell a New Story. You also have the ball, like the bowling ball. It's like when you throw a bowling ball, you're going to knock, are you going to, it's like win a jackpot. That's what's coming through, you know, when you throw that ball down the little, you know, whatever you call it, the bowling aisle, the bowling alley, that's what it is, the bowling alley. And, you know, maybe you knock one ball down or you knock all of them down. I can't help feeling with the cherubs kissing here that this is possibly a relationship reading, but we'll see. So let's just check out. It could be about a win in love, telling a new story. You have teach and share, instill, wow, entrust, wow, instruct, yeah, instill, instruct, educate. Okay, I wonder if you are educating, I sort of wonder if you're educating yourself actually in something to do with relationships or to do with a story that you've told yourself or a pattern. Or it could be your relationship to something. You have the card of the East, Emergence, which is beautiful. So this is a really prosperous, beneficial kind of, very, very beneficial breakthrough actually coming in some way, shape or form. And you have flute, expression. This is very interesting. I'm going to get another from this deck as well, actually. That's what's feeling really right. You've got East and West. How fascinating. A direct line between the East and the West. Purge. Tell a new story. Instill, instruct, educate. Expression, emergence. Wow. Sing your song. This is definitely your breakthrough, I think. This is what I feel I'm being shown here. Your breakthrough, I think, is the release of some sort of story that has limited your ability to really, really step up and shine and fully express yourself. This would be like recognizing that you've, I don't know, it's almost like what you would help somebody else to do. If somebody came to you and they had a problem and you could be really ultra supportive of them and encourage them to really, you know, step forward, to shine. It's almost as though you are about to be given the opportunity to do this for yourself. This is very personal, I think, although it could connect, I think, to relationships. I think the relationship element could also be to do with the way that people see you, or the way that you feel you are seen, or the way that you feel maybe that, yeah, the way that it's like having a right. I mean, for some of you, it's to express yourself, to say how you feel, to be present, to be available, to be visible even, actually. It's like you're letting go of something where maybe you felt you had to comply in order to fit, or even being like a bit of a people pleaser, or growing up in the shadow of something where you felt that you had to be what was needed is coming through here. And I think the first major breakthrough in the year of the fire horse, and it's very significant, is connected to the release of some kind of a storyline that sits within you and stops you from flourishing and really stepping into your fullest potential, your fullest expression. Let's draw your tarot cards. Now I have 2 decks here. It's really interesting, and I sort of was umming and ahhing as to which one to use. I wonder if we're going to use both, I think. Let's use the honeybee tarot first. Well, they are keen to come out and play, that's for sure. Okay. I think that might be, no, and those. Yeah, lots wanting to come from this deck. So let's go with it, and we'll use the others. Maybe the others are coming in for confirmation in a moment. We'll see. Okay, so you have the Ten of Swords. Gosh, something is ending. Ten of Swords, Six of Pentacles. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. This is very, very, very super cool. My beautiful pile one. My goodness me, this is super cool. You have the Delphic bee. This is the, how beautiful. This is the Hierophant in a traditional deck. You have the Seven of Swords. Gosh, you're not going to be second best anymore. That's what's coming through here. Like, when I say second best, I don't necessarily mean in response to someone, although for some of you that could be a relevant and part of the message. What I feel is it's more like second best, like you don't have to take a lower place on the ladder, or I mean, for some of you it is second best. You've played second fiddle. You have the Five of Cups, the Five of Jars. You have the Nine of Swords here as well. And then you have the Tower. Yeah, something is absolutely coming to an end. Okay, I'm going to talk about the breakthrough element in your reading that I feel I'm seeing here as well, which is not just about what the breakthrough is, but also how it comes about. Because I think there's something quite big here that sort of crashes, but in a really positive, good, amazing way. So the timing of this, now I will say that every reading is, I think, timeless. You know, when you come to a reading, obviously when we're looking at astrological readings, sometimes, you know, we're looking at all zodiac sign readings, which, by the way, I have uploaded today onto my other Moon Magic Monthly tarot site. So if you're checking out your zodiac sign readings, do check those out too. But whenever we come to a reading, it's kind of timeless. And even though this is about entering the year of the horse, if you're drawn to this, it is because there is a really significant breakthrough around. I don't think, from what I'm seeing here, that this has been the easiest of breakthroughs. So something has come to an end, and what's arriving is stunning. The new story is stunning, but I think something got significantly challenged within you. Maybe you had to really see something with the owl here. You had to see something for what it was. Maybe you've had to see within you how much, like an inner storyline, has been governing the way that you respond to others. I think there is a relational element to this. Relationships are in here. So for some of you, this could connect to the way that you respond within intimate partnerships. For others of you, it's the way you respond to people generally. But it's like you put yourself in a second-class position. And that is to change. It's time for you to have a voice, to fully express yourself, to recognize that you have the qualities within you, the experience within you, that is basically you. You are worth sharing you. It's time for you to sing. It's time for you to let go of this sort of, seeing yourself as not being as good as, or always stepping down. It would be like if you were in a group of people and, you know, other people were talking and you would not take your fair share of the time. You know, you wouldn't get the same airplay. It's got this sort of feeling about it. Now, what is coming to you is really, really joyously abundant, healthy. There's a real sense of well-being coming through here, like a sense of your own well-being and your own self-worth, and that recognition that it's time to rewrite that story. You don't have to give yourself any kind of storyline that says, I'm second best, or people can't see me, or if I try to have a voice, I won't be heard. It's actually time for you to be heard. And this is your first major breakthrough, is actually somehow there's some kind of circumstance that I'm seeing around you that has broken open. It's possibly been quite conflictual. It may be that you have experienced a sort of a disappointment of something, but do you know, it's open, the purpose of it, something that was maybe hidden as well with the Seven of Swords, something, I think you've seen something. And whether you've recognized like a pattern within you, or you've recognized that there's someone around you who almost like behaves in a way where you then instinctively step down and take second place. Not anymore. This is the breakthrough. Not anymore. There's a sense of wellness. You know, you are no longer to play second fiddle. That's what I'm really hearing. And this is the first major breakthrough of the year of the fire horse. And this may include, for some of you, your psychic gifts. We have the Hierophant here, but we see the Oracle of Delphi, but like a honeybee Oracle of Delphi with all this honey dripping from her. It's as though you are to take your rightful position in something. That's what I'm seeing coming through here. As if you are to take your rightful position within your world. Whether that's within a family or within your friendship group, or just within your own sense of the position that you place yourself within the immediacy of your world. It is time for you to take a position of your position of visibility. And I think it's highly likely that you will be seen. You're rewriting that story. I'm kind of inclined to take a sneaky peek to see where this goes. We've got this second tarot deck that we're really also asking to come into our readings today. But I think I've sort of covered what I'm seeing here. But what I do feel with the Tower is that this is a radical change. And I think it has come about due to a circumstance that I think has been quite tough for you. So I'm really sorry it's been quite tough. But my goodness me, the breakthrough is phenomenal because you're not going to be held back anymore. You're not, as I said, you're not playing second fiddle anymore. And this is really good. This is you having your voice. You know, the world is opening up for you. Let's use this deck to ask for a little bit of a sneaky peek into where this leads you. And I'm sorry this has been challenging, but I think it had to happen. Something had to be, there had to be the breakthrough. Two of Pentacles. Wow. This is really, oh my goodness me. She says, I'm about to tell you about this and now I'm moving on. But you've got the Queen of Pentacles here. You have the King of Pentacles here. I think you're moving into a position of potential real visibility, leadership. And what I feel I'm being shown here with the Two of Pentacles is an opportunity being gifted to you that is, I say gifted to you, you may well have really worked for it. You know, but now is the moment when an opportunity arrives that is leading you to a place of genuine visibility. And whether you're leading by example or you are genuinely climbing up the ladder in some way, so you're moving to the top rung of the ladder, you're no longer playing second fiddle. Now, however that fits in the uniqueness of your world, that's what I'm seeing coming from this. So this breakthrough, even though I think it was a tough call, actually, I think it is leading you. It had to happen. This almost revelation had to happen, whether it's an internal revelation where you recognize the storyline that has been governing your life, or something has happened where you've recognized your responses, which is also a storyline within you, your responses to a certain someone or a certain situation where you're playing second fiddle. However you look at it, the breakthrough is here. And this breakthrough is an opportunity. And as I said, maybe some of you literally having a voice, owning your psychic gifts, your awareness can be part of that. But it had to happen because You are going to become seen, visible. You couldn't have continued as you were. You have so much to offer, and that is, it is time to sort of purge and release that old story and write the new. It's kind of time to sort of throw the ball, and instead of knocking out one and making an, like almost like knowing that you're quite good at bowling. This would be like a little story that would go with the energy. Knowing you're quite good at bowling, but you bowl to one side because you sort of feel that you don't want to stop anybody else from shining. Well, now you go for the full jackpot, the full 10 or whatever you get, and you know that you can do it, and you know that you deserve it, and you know then you can actually show people, you can teach people how to do this, rather than putting yourself in a second position and therefore not sharing your wisdom that can support and help and teach. Now, not only can you step up, into a space where you show people how incredibly amazing you are, but you can also then teach people those skills because they can see you are amazing at whatever this is. So this is part of the shift that comes with it. It's like, not only do you change that story, but the real story, actually, this is what seems to be really coming through now. The real shift in the story is changing from a position where you feel as though you're supporting people by stepping to one side, to the recognition that you can give far greater support if you step up. Because then you lead by example, and you can also support, share, teach, instruct, educate people in terms of how they can also step into the best version of them. Wow, this is quite a fascinating, interesting, amazing reading. Pile 1, I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. And this is all comes down to sort of core relational patterns, your relationship with yourself as well as your relationship with others. Kind of putting my therapy hat on a little bit here with that one. But beautiful souls, thank you for being here. I'm really honoured to be reading for you. Really, really honoured. And what else do I need to say? At the time of doing these readings, it's eclipse season. And my tarot course, if you're wanting to learn to read or potentially move and become even a professional reader, my tarot course is available half price during eclipse season, so do check it out. And also, I will say, we are trying to look at payment options. Lots of you have contacted me, and thank you, to ask about stage payments. I'm hoping in the next, literally in the next sort of few days, hopefully within the next week, to have some kind of a stage payment option available. So keep an eye on the readings. If you want to make sure that you never miss anything I upload here, I'll make an announcement as soon as I know that that's possible for any of you for whom that's something you're wanting to do. So just watch this space and make sure, if you want to be updated or informed, either add yourself to one of my email lists, or indeed just subscribe. Press the little subscribe button and the little bell icon, and you should be notified as soon as I upload anything. Beautiful souls, tons and tons and tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading. You have this amazing shooting star and a telephone. Seek the angel perspective, rising above something. I find myself questioning already, or asking questions really. Because one of my questions here is, are you being called? Literally with this telephone, is this part of your calling? Seek the angel perspective. Are you finding a direction like your North Star? Is that part of your first major breakthrough? Is this, literally your purpose, your calling? But I also wonder whether some of you might literally get a call, a telephone call for, in a literal way for something. I don't know, let's find out more. Right, back to basics. Simplify, reduce, center. Okay, now that's interesting, because with the card of Seek the Angel Perspective, one of the messages with this card is about being really, really grounded and anchored, but also rising above and holding almost like that angel view, that bird's eye view, looking down from above in order to see something. Back to basics. What else do we have? And look at them setting forth on a kind of like a quest or a hunt for something. Are you seeking your calling? You have West, Purge. Now this did come out in pile 1, so if you were drawn to pile 1, do check it out, because maybe there is a message for you. You have Plant, Medicine, Truth. Okay, and you have Cave, Retreat. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Truth, Purge, Retreat. Seeing them setting off on like a quest. Seek the angel perspective. I think you're needing clarity maybe around something. Perhaps your first major breakthrough in this year of the fire horse is that you will be literally shown a direction. It may be a very new direction for some of you because it's the West direction. The West on a medicine wheel is it's the area where we cleanse, we let go. But look at the window of opportunity here. Now, plant medicine is also a great healer. I'm very, very drawn to the fact that we've got circles and spirals. This is like a labyrinth here, the image of a labyrinth. We've got circles, circles within circles within circles. Are you going round in circles, maybe? I wonder if some of you feel a bit like you are going around in circles with something. And actually, this is what I feel I'm being shown here, is that there is perhaps, in order to achieve your first major breakthrough, I think maybe there is a need to stop. And it's almost like to retreat, to go into your cave. The West is also about like cave energy. It's like the area of the medicine wheel when the bear goes into his or her cave to hibernate for the winter. But they're not really going into the cave to just sleep. They're going in to enter the dream time. They're going into the cave to be available to receive information, perhaps to hear that call. I do wonder if your first major breakthrough might be to do with your purpose or your calling, and somehow, in order to set forth on that calling, it's almost as though maybe back to basics. You're being asked to get really still, to simplify your life, to rise above something. That there could be a lot of daily minutiae kind of going on, maybe. That's what I think. We're looking down at the houses here. And yet, to just get still, be present to nature. Maybe your direction, your calling, your purpose is going to be shown to you. Maybe that the calling is your first major breakthrough. But there seems to be almost like advice and guidance around getting still enough to receive what you're being shown. And what I do also feel, my beautiful pile 2s, is, of course, no reading will ever tell you what to do. I'd always sort of reinforce that if it feels as though a reading is particularly strong in terms of its guidance and advice. You have conscious free will and choice. It's up to you what you do in any situation. But what I will say is I do feel that there is that flavour to your reading. Let's see what we have in your tarot cards. So you have the 9 of Swords. Right, is there a situation that is really playing heavily on your mind? You have the 7 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. You have the 9. Gosh, you've got all these cups. 9 of Cups. These are the jars, but that's the cups in a traditional pack. You have the Hermit. Wonderful, isn't it? That Hermit, still energy. 2 of Swords. You have the King of Wands. Aha. Okay. Goodness me. Then you have the 10 of Swords. And then you have the Devil. Okay. Hence, I also think this connects to the West energy. Okay. This is beginning to make some sense. So, for some of you, this could be like your calling and your purpose. But I actually do think this may relate to a very specific situation in your personal world where you are being called to come away from something that is kind of blocking your energy. But I think you can. I feel with the Two of Swords followed by the King. The King of Wands, I mean, my goodness me, this is about personal empowerment. I feel as though there is something in your world that needs to come to an end. And the reason it needs to come to an end is because it's tying you up in knots. Now, it could be that it is like an internal thinking pattern within you. And, you know, that's a possibility. But whatever it is, it's where you get embedded in something, or it colours your vision, or it stops you from being able to see clearly, or you could be in a sort of an out of balance sort of life work situation. But there's something here with the Devil. The Devil is ultimately a card of liberation. It's a card that says there's something here that you ideally need to sort of cut cords to, whether that's internal or external, because I think it's stopping you from emotionally flourishing. That's what I feel I'm being shown here, is an emotional flavour. And the way to navigate this, as I said, it does feel your choice, of course, but it does feel as though there is a lot of sort of guidance here, is that if you were to sort of just step away from something, I think you might see it more clearly. Sometimes when we are in a situation and we're entangled in a situation, particularly if it is emotionally, you know, there's strong emotional connections, it's a bit like when you can't see the woods for the trees. Seek the angel perspective. This is about going into your cave, entering the dream time, rising above, having the angel's view. It will become very clear to you. If we think of the star energy, like the star card in the tarot, it's about hope, optimism, seeing the way forwards, following your North Star, realigning. So whether this is connected to moving towards a calling or a purpose, I feel there is a call for you to... I think there will be a call to take an action. That's what I feel we're being seen. And it could literally be a telephone call. What if somebody gives you a ring and there's some information that arrives, or an email or something, a communication, and you realise, you know, you're thinking, what on earth do I do with this? How do I respond to this? Which way do I go? And there's actually a very, very fruitful outcome to this. The fruitful outcome involves, I think, completing something, letting go of something. Look at the way even the Devil card here, he's dropping money, he's letting go of money, he's letting go of a perspective. There's something, it could even be something that you used to think you wanted and now you recognise that you don't. And you're being called in a different direction. And somehow not being able to see the woods for the trees is what's holding you back because of an emotional sort of connection to this. But I think what I feel with the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups is that in your heart of hearts, you know what you need to do. I think this could be one of those scenarios when you step away from a situation, you actually find that you see it quite clearly, and yet when you go back into it, you suddenly feel confused or muddled again. And even this figure here has a mask on, and so does our Two of Swords here. She has a mask on. I think there's something that you are not feeling 100% clear about, even though within your heart of hearts, I think you know that something needs to be addressed. And this is a call, if there is a calling, it's a call to empowerment, because I think there's possibly something a lot better for you. like a new journey to go on. Back to basics, simplify. I think there will be a new calling. Let's use our second tarot deck and find out sort of where this goes and get some more information for you. Where we kind of ask a little bit more here. Four of Wands. I think there can be a celebration and a commitment to a new pathway. You have the Magician, fantastic. And you have the Moon. I wonder with these dogs here if there is a loyalty issue here. Perhaps the emotional connection is that you have a loyalty to someone or to a circumstance or a situation, and yet you feel maybe ready to leave or to move on or to join something else, you know, or whatever that might be. And again, rising above it, seek the angel perspective. Think about the direction that you're called in. Take time. I wonder if you are being guided. In fact, I think you are being guided away from something that maybe takes more of your energy than it should do. And I think your first major breakthrough is about finding your own empowerment, rising above a situation and following the new direction, irrespective of what anybody else thinks, irrespective of, because I do feel there's an emotional tie to something. Let's draw more cards and say, you know, where will this go? You've got the Mob. That's interesting. Gosh, you've got the Emperor. Okay. Okay, this is really a reinforcement, I think, of what we're being shown here, or what I feel I'm being shown. Gosh, your cards are so lively. You have the Eight of Wands, which is a magnificent energy. I think there is another to come from this deck. I want to say move forwards fearlessly. My beautiful pile too. Yes, Nine of Pentacles. How wonderful. How wonderful. I think this connection, this emotional pressure, that's what I feel like. Maybe there's an emotional pressure to remain in a situation or a circumstance, or a fear of being different. You know, a fear of not belonging. If you move away from something, of not belonging, but I think there's a new commitment to be made here. If this was a relationship reading for some of you, it might be like meeting somebody that your sort of social group wouldn't approve of, or your family wouldn't approve of. I'm not seeing this as a relationship reading, if I'm truly honest, but it's like your connection to something, your calling, your pathway. Maybe you're going out on a new pathway that is, you're going to love it. This is really, really, it's emotionally, it's completely right for you. And I think you have been sleeping on this, thinking about it, dreaming about it. You maybe even have been percolating something in your cave. This is saying the major breakthrough is to break with almost tradition and go for it. To move away from other people's expectations. Rise above the minutiae and worry of it probably won't work, or what will happen if I did, or the what ifs. If the devil is the devil within you that says this won't work, then that's the bit that needs to be shelved. But I think there is a position of huge potential here. I do think it is about taking a different pathway, though. It's really, really, for me, seems, I feel I'm seeing that quite clearly. It is about you making a personal choice, which is interesting. When I started your reading and was thinking, well, no reading will ever tell anyone what to do, but it feels like there's advice and guidance. Go into your cave, really think about this, you know, rise above something, you know, see it clearly for what it is. But this feels as though it's also about an emotional attachment to something, and the emotional attachment is somehow keeping you tied to not embracing the calling, the new direction, the possibility of something new. And I think that something new can grow. I think it can grow very fast with the Eight of Wands because there's a fast energy, and be unbelievably successful and rewarding for you, whatever this is. I don't feel that I'm not picking up on an energy that says you don't know what this is. It's more that you do know what it is, but it's about finding the courage and the leadership to choose the direction that's completely right for you. And I think you absolutely know emotionally what is right for you as well as what isn't. Some of you, there's definitely possibly a loyalty issue, as I said, an emotional connection to staying as you are. And the staying as you are could be an emotional connection to what's here already. Or indeed, it could be a fear of, if I step out of the box, what will people think of me kind of thing. But this is very much about stepping into your own sovereignty and making those personal choices, a personal choice for yourself, a commitment to what is right for you. You can do this. There's magic around you. You can do this. I think in this instance, your loyalty needs to be to you and not to either anyone or anything else, actually, at this moment in time. And it's a very strong calling. I wrongly or rightly, because of the nature of the energy that we're currently in, and I think whenever you come to this reading, if it's resonating with you, then the energy of this breakthrough is around you. My goodness me, I think you're really going to prosper, actually, if you heed this calling. That seems to be what's coming through here. So, my beautiful souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. Thank you so much for being here. And if you would like to make sure you never ever miss a reading, do subscribe, press the little bell icon. At the time of doing this reading, astrologically, there's really big stuff going on, and it's eclipse season as well. My tarot course is currently half price, and I am looking at options. People have contacted me, quite a few people have contacted me and asked about stage payments. So I'm going to, that's being looked at now to see whether we can set that up. Watch this space if you're interested in doing the course, but you would need to do it on stage payments. Watch this space. I will post an update here on YouTube. I'll probably just post a notice up to let you know as soon as that happens. It should be, I hope, in place within the next week. So do check it out as soon as that's uploaded. Subscribe, press the little bell icon, and hopefully everything that I post, including messages, hopefully will come through to you. Beautiful souls, thank you for being here. Tons and tons of love. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Now, I'm going to do something that I don't always do. I'm actually going to read to you about your card because it's really beautiful, and I think it has great relevance to the tokens that we've drawn here, and maybe potentially to your first major breakthrough in this year of the Fire Horse. So, you have the card number 2, Moonbathe in Hope. Now is the time for moon bathing in hope. Mother Moon is a friend to all dreamers. She incubates your dreams and grows wings for all your wishes. She encourages all to remember not all who wander are lost. Roam, wander, receive. She doesn't shine exclusively for the special, the brightly talented or accomplished. In fact, she shines brightest in the dark. Embrace those hopeful rays, take a walk in her radiance, bask in her glow, have a conversation with her about all of the untold stories in your soul and the wishes waiting to grow. The wishes waiting to grow wings. Ask her to guide you through the dark night, bringing luminosity to all that's currently unknown, unseen, or uninformed. Now, I wanted to read that to you because I think it's particularly beautiful and it may be really relevant. I'm really noticing that there's a little L here and it's only half visible. And because of the cactus, obviously we haven't drawn your cards yet, but I feel like maybe we're being shown something of a prickly situation, there's something a little bit prickly. And your reading and the breakthrough, I suspect, is to do with moving to a place of either defensiveness or prickliness to a place of flow with this beautiful fountain. But let's now find out more. You have tree people. Okay, sustenance. And look at the owl, and now we have an owl. This is beautiful. Now we have an owl fully visible. So in this one we have half an owl, and now we have a whole owl. Got these beautiful trees. Tree people, sustenance. Actually, bear with me. Now these are the cards. In the other readings, I've been drawing 3 of these and 1 of these. But you know, I think it's the other way around for you. Okay, let's see what we're shown. You have nature spirits. Oh, wow. You've got the moon, you've got tree people, you've got nature spirits, elves, fairies, rock formations. Gosh, the natural world is really supportive of you. You have teach and share. Now, this came out in pile 1, I believe. So do check out pile 1 if you feel drawn to it. Instill, instruct, educate. And then you have upskill, work, career, crossroads. And we have another tree here. Look at the way the teaching is taking place here. Moonbathe in hope. I actually feel I need to draw your tarot cards to really tune in with this. What I do feel is, I feel I'm being shown very clearly, is that the natural world, spirit, source, your guides, your angels, your power animal, but also a really strong connection to the natural worlds. Go outside, roam, be on the earth. The natural world is supporting you to rise, to upskill, to learn something. Perhaps because you are meant to teach. We have here 2 teachers. Maybe you are upskilling in order to share knowledge or to teach people something. Let's get more information for you. Okay, let's see what we have here. You have the 9 of Cups, the 9 of Jars. You have the 7 of Swords. You have the 4 of Wands. Okay, wow. This is super exciting. You've got the 6 of Pentacles. Gosh, I feel there's some sort of like, I don't know. It's like you're being called. This is the Fool, the Keeper. You're being called to step into. It's almost like you've got like what's the word I'm looking for? Forgive me while I think of it. Like latent potential. Or something that has been dormant within you. That, and I feel like the big breakthrough is that it's time to bring it forth, to really recognise it within you. You have the Keeper, so this is the Fool. You have the 3 of Swords. You have the King of Cups. You have the Barrow. Okay, this will be, I believe, the Chariot in a traditional deck. And you have the Empress. Wow. Okay. Okay. I think your reading is becoming clear. My beautiful pile 3. Something. Gosh, I mean, firstly, your very first message, which is not necessarily the actual breakthrough, and although it could be part of it, but I think your first message is just the recognition that you're being absolutely supported by the natural world to step up and cultivate something of yourself. I think there will be a really, really big new opportunity coming to you. And it feels really, really it's promising, but it's as if there is something within you of, it is like a promise. It's like if you've got psychic gifts, for example, but you've never felt you could step up and own them. And this is just an example, but there's like a skill within you. There's something within you that is waiting to blossom. And somehow it's never quite flowed. Perhaps it couldn't. It just wasn't, the timing wasn't right. But this is really acknowledging that whatever this was within you, some skill, it's like a piece of potential. It's almost like you've got these raw ingredients within you, and these raw ingredients can make the most, I don't know, bake the most magnificent cake, the most magnificent you, you with the cherry on the top. And for that to come to fruition, my goodness me, the timing is right for nature. I think nature to really support you. This is this sort of time of recognizing your potential and believing in it. What is the Three of Swords about here? I am wondering, my beautiful pile threes, why we have this here. Did something happen that stopped your progress previously? Is that what we're seeing? That you started out in a particular way with something, with great optimism and belief, and something stopped you in your tracks, and now you're needing to maybe, well, I think your reading is suggesting that this is now a time for you to rise and move beyond this. I do feel, it's very interesting. We're really noticing this little lighthouse here. I don't know if you can see that right in the distance. And almost in the cliffs, there's an entry point. Let's use another tarot pack and ask for additional guidance. With the Fool here, okay, prickliness, defensiveness, something that's half seen. But something can flow. This is like one of those, like champagne type tears. It's like a celebration. I do feel that there is this upskill, an opportunity for you to literally kind of upgrade. Something got stopped in its tracks. Maybe you got stopped in its tracks. Maybe the world as it was brought about some big stuff that was challenging for you, but now would be the time to re-find hope, to re-find flow, to move away from the defensiveness, to move away from fearing the worst and expecting the best. Temperance, yeah, it's time for your world to come back into balance. Let's see what else we are shown. Okay. Okay. Yes, this is about coming back into balance. Look at this, you have the moon. It's also about recovery. Gosh, if any of you have been going through any physical illnesses, any psychological difficulties, emotional challenges, hurts, wounds from the past, this is now the time for you to be, I feel the energy is primed for you to recover. Yeah, look at this. We have the Four of Swords too. It's very much a space of meditation, of relaxing, chilling out. You have the Knight of Cups. You have the Ace of Swords. You also have the Queen of Cups and the Magician. And look how sort of like reflective this energy is. She's got her feet in the water. I'm hearing like dip your toes in the water. Okay, this is very fascinating. Pile 3, I will say if any of you have experienced some sort of broken-heartedness, I feel there has been a hurt or a wounding in some way for some of you. It's time to bring your world back into balance. The upskilling is all about moving beyond some sort of prickliness, defensiveness, putting your feet in the water, being prepared to not just dip your toe in the water, but put your feet in the water, to take a risk, to have a go. This is all about recovery. And I think your major breakthrough is to do with recovery from something. Recovery from a broken heart, recovery from some period of time when something didn't work or didn't work out. And the upskill is about, gosh, it's an actual upgrade. That's what I feel I'm being shown here. This is recovery and an actual upgrade in a really big way. My goodness me, coming through the clouds. If any of you have been suffering from either depression or anxiety, whatever this is about for you, this is about refinding hope. Let me read again that lovely, lovely bit that we started with, because I think this is really making some sense as well with this, why this card came through. So, moonbathe in hope. Now is the time for moonbathing in hope. Mother Moon is friend to all dreamers. She incubates your dreams and grows wings for your wishes. She encourages all to remember not all who wander are lost. Roam, wander, receive. She doesn't shine exclusively for the special, the brightly talented or accomplished. In fact, she shines brightest in the dark. Embrace these hopeful rays. Take a walk in her radiance, bask in her glow, have a conversation with her about all the untold stories in your soul and the wishes waiting to grow wings. Ask her to guide you through the dark night, bringing luminosity to all that is currently unknown, unseen, or uninformed. Or unformed, not uninformed, unformed. Beautiful souls. I think the first major breakthrough for you is the release from something. Refinding hope, upskilling, upgrading, moving into a position of balance, of flow, as opposed to feeling prickly or like you're walking on eggshells or like you're struggling. And whether that's mind, body, emotions, it's moving beyond that. Learning to walk a new pathway. Some of you may even, as you move forwards, find yourself sharing your experiences to help others. For others, maybe there will be a mentor or a teacher that comes in to assist you on this journey, particularly with the Knight of Cups showing up. Perhaps if you've been brokenhearted, somebody will come in romantically and help you to heal that broken heart, to move through that wounding of the past. But this is definitely, your major breakthrough is the healing of a wound and a bringing you back into a space of alignment and of hope. It's really beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful reading. And nature is with you. I know they've said Mother Moon for me, Grandmother Moon. I've always known her as Grandmother, Unchilla. Grandmother Moon is with you. She's walking with you. She's looking out for you. She's illuminating the way. If any of you are interested in manifesting with the moon, I will be doing I always do every month. So whenever you come to this, if you come to it in 6 weeks' time, at some point, just check out the channel. I'll be doing either new moon readings. In this instance, I'll be doing full moon readings, full moon eclipse readings in just a couple of days, because we have a big full moon eclipse. It may even be that if you're watching this as I'm uploading it, that there may be some really significant timing that happens around that full moon eclipse. Today's Friday, it will be on Tuesday, so literally within a few days, that really big breakthrough. Look at that, with the moon shining down, helping you to recover. Now, if you've been let down, maybe bringing in somebody who will be loyal to you, who will love you, support you. Be prepared to dip your toe in the water, because there is magic and miracles around you. I think your first major breakthrough is moving through and beyond something that has hurt you, and it will heal. For some, it's relationship. For others, it may be a different kind of circumstance or situation. Though, to be fair, in all honesty, I think it is fair to say that most of our greatest hurts come ultimately largely through relationship to other people more than circumstances, because even then the circumstances are often generated by people. It's through people that we get hurt the most, but it's also through people that we heal. That's how this, can work. So, my beautiful, beautiful souls, this is, I think, actually an amazing breakthrough. It feels magical. It feels so supportive. And I just feel as though the natural world, Mother Earth herself, in collaboration with our beautiful moon, are supporting you to come through whatever this is. And my goodness me, with potentially something coming in to counterbalance what didn't work, to help you to learn, to be a teacher for you. And I think that is magical. I really, really do. Beautiful souls, this is your reading. Now, a few people have been contacting me about my tarot course, which is, at the time of doing this reading, is half price. And they've been asking if it's possible for me to set up something in stage payments. Beautiful souls, that is now in progress. So if you're interested in doing the course, but stage payments would be doable for you and viable for you, then do let me know. Or just keep an eye on this space, because hopefully within the next few days, or certainly within the next week, we should have that option available. I will put a post on YouTube to let you know when that happens. So if that's something that's of interest and you want to make sure that you hear about it as soon as it happens, either add yourself to one of my email lists, or just keep an eye on the page. If you subscribe, press the little bell icon. Hopefully you will get notified as soon as I post anything, whether it's another reading or indeed whether it's an announcement of some sort. Pile 3, tons and tons and tons of love. I think this is a real significant breakthrough.